Norm McDonald dying, dude.
You know, one of my favorite jokes from Norm in recent years was when he was on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld.
That was such a good
episode. He was talking to Jerry. He was like, and Norm was like, I was talking to Patton Oswalt about the Cosby situation. And Patton Oswalt told me the worst part about the Cosby situation is the hypocrisy of the matter. And then Norm said, I disagree. And he was like, that's not the worst part. He goes, no, the worst part was the raping.
Right. Yeah. I remember that.
But then he said, but rapists are always hypocrites,
Yeah,
and then
of
you
course.
don't see any of them going around going, oh man, I just love raping.
Yeah,
I love it. It's just so much fun, so, if he did say it, at least it's not a hypocrite.
No, he had a great take on things.
He always did. His style was so unique and it's just like unmirrorable. It's just you couldn't be Norm. It's like Mitch Hedberg. It was just Norm was Norm.
Dude, Courtney and I, wow, I get to say I got goosebumps. I saw Norm live.
I'm bummed I missed it.
At the Comedy Store, dude.
When did you see it?
Oh, God.
Long time ago? Okay. Because I had tickets to go see him last year and I missed out because of work. I had tickets, though.
But it was during the shutdown?
Yeah, it was like right before.
Oh, right before.
Yeah, it was
so
like
I guess we
January.
did it the year before that when we saw him.
Gotcha.
We saw Brendan Callen, Rogan, Chab, Whitney Cummings, and Norm. Norm was my favorite.
Yeah, he's legendary.
Norm goes up there and he was like, I'm a Christian. And just his delivery kills me.
It's what it was. It's perfect.
And like this is like a younger crowd. They're like the podcast crowd.
Right.
They just got to stand up, because of Brian Callen and Brendan Shaw and whatever and Joe Rogan.
Right.
And Whitney Cummings. But anyways, and he's like, yeah, I'm a Christian. He's like, and there's been some historical evidence for, his he lived.
It's like I know what you're talking about. His delivery
that's his delivery.
It was perfect because
he goes, but there's this other fella, Jesus H. Christ, that was giving him a bad rap. And he just goes in on this other guy, Jesus H. Christ, being like the opposite of Jesus.
Good, dude, yeah.
And I was dying.
Yeah.
And everybody else was like, like they chuckle. And I'm just like, oh, you guys don't.
But here's the
You
thing
don't
Norm
see
did.
it.
Here's the thing Norm did, and watching Norm perform taught me a lot because he did something that a lot of people tend
Not
to
live.
stay away from.
Just
watching his stand-up.
Yeah. Got it.
I learned a lot from just watching how he performed on late night shows and stand-up because he's not afraid to get awkward.
Exactly.
He didn't give a shit. He loved it because it was part of the experience for him.
Right.
It
gives you an extra joke.
Yeah. Well, it's not just giving you an extra joke. It's giving you an experience because it's leading you down this path and you're almost like, because like when you're watching a comic, you're trusting them. You trust that they're going to give you take your hand and take you through a journey of comedy. Mm-hmm. But with Norm, like halfway through his joke, you start to get that. Does this guy know what does he know what he's doing?
Does he know where he's going?
Does he know where he's going with this?
Yeah.
And that's part of the fun because you get hit with either some type of non sequitur or you get hit with like some type of whatever let down punchline that makes the whole thing just hilarious because it's so worthless.
Yeah, he's so good.
But he's so good at that. He was so good. It's a shame, dude.